EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the outskirts of the nation's capital. It's Northwest Stadium in Landover, the home of the Commanders. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the Cincinnati Bengals. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. Evan McPherson getting this one started. Off we go from Northwest Stadium. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. First carry for Saquon Barkley. And he'll take it for 4 yards on the game's first play. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Out to his right. Now he'll run it. And, oh, he's going to have the first down. But, boy, did he pay the price. That's not the kind of shot you want your quarterback taking when he pulls it down to run. On the handoff, this is Barkley. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
The tackle made just shy of midfield. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 6. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
First down, Philadelphia.
Here's a handoff to Barkley. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. Dax Hill up from the secondary to end the play.
2 yards on the pickup.
From the 42-yard line. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. 13 yards on that pass play. First down, Philadelphia.
And an Eagle first down.
Hurts. He'll get that out to Barkley. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. 13, pretty lucky here. Back-to-back gains of 13. And another first down.
Philadelphia.
And now they find themselves on the verge of really putting together an opening statement drive here at the start of this game. But now that the field becomes condensed, continue to be smart in the way you attack this defense. The last thing you want to do is settle for 3 in what's been a very impressive opening drive.
Hurts looking to throw on first down. Crushed, it's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go. So try again. It's 2nd and 10. And in motion is Brown. Hurts will try it again. That one to the end zone, but incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and it's going to bring up 3rd down. To the air again. Hurts. And this one incomplete. On 3rd down, they cannot connect.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction. A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
At their own 20-yard line.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Burrow going to begin this one with a pass. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And to be taken down with the 1st down as time will run out on this opening quarter.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you could see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page. And that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
And he gets this up close to the 40. That is Cooper DeJean in there for the stop.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7. They'll run here with Brown. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down forthcoming.
The 42-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. Open man, right side. He's got it. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
And no room to be found. We'll get this back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play.
46-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there. Separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Burrow. He's got a receiver. It's Chase. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. This drive rolling now. Another 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Running from the pistol, it's Brown. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their 2nd. And they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play.
Gun.
Now Brown. And some good blocking at the point of attack. A pickup of 7, and it brings up 3rd down. Now the Eagles will use the last of their timeouts. We'll talk things over before 3rd down.
This is set. Right 80. Right left. 11.
That is caught. Finding Higgins. And the Bengals are going to be set up with 1st and goal as they get the conversion on 3rd and inches.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Here we go.
Brown. Trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
Well, after being stopped for no gain on first down on the ground, Mike, it brings up the question. Second and goal from the 2, what do? I like throwing it. I don't like waiting till third down to air the ball out. So if they want to take a shot at the end zone, I think it's got to be here on second and goal.
They'll try it again from the 2. Second and goal. Hira. And he'll go down back at the 4-yard line.
It makes sense on second and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have third down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on third and goal.
Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts, as that'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Big play coming up, third and goal.
Here we go, here we go. 11, mighty. 180, 11, 12, 12, 12. 11, empty. 11, common.
Here's Burrow. That is caught in the end zone. He's got it. T. Higgins. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Evan McPherson now to kick the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Bengals move out to a 7-3 lead.
Bengals 7, Eagles 3.
So, final seconds of this first half. Looks like they'll take a lead into the locker room as the kick's away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. Hurts working in the pistol. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time. He'll keep this one on the ground. And he'll be taken down as time runs out, and we've come to the end of the first half of play. Now, this is a surprise. Right out of the locker room, they'll try the onside kick. And we will not have a repeat of Super Bowl 44. Bold move, but it is recovered. And he's going to take this one in for the score. The onside kick backfires spectacularly as it's returned for a touchdown. On is McPherson for the extra point. He's got it. And the Bengals extend their advantage to 14-3.
Bengals 14, Eagles 3. Evan McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
At their own 35-yard line.
Hurts to the air on first down. $15 yards there. Nice way to kick off the second half.
15. First down, Eagles.
On first down, it's Hurts. And this time the rush gets home. And down he goes. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Throwing is Hurts. That'll be taken in by Barkley. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
3rd and inches.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. He's got his man. It's Smith. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a first down.
And an Eagle first down.
A first down throw for Hurts. A pass caught by Saquon. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. Good play calling rhythm. Drive continues. Another 1st and 10.
First down, Philadelphia.
Again, Hurts. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Hurts again. He's got it at the 3. And he's in. Dallas Goedert. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Now Hurts and the Eagles will try the 2-point conversion.
The Eagles will set up for the 2-point
Saquon going to try to run it in. And he cannot get in. The try for 2 comes up empty, so unable to get within a field goal. The difference remains 5. And this one will be controlled by the Hands team. Ambitious effort here in a 1-score game, but it does not work out. A carry here for Brown. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. That is Cooper DeJean in there for the stop.
Down at the 39-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
2nd down, 8 yards to go.
Here we go. Stop. 11. Stop.
Burrow fires quick to Higgins. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
Just a little ways east from the nation's political arena, we're in a much different type of arena here. Northwest Stadium in Landover, Maryland. Coming up, a highly anticipated contest between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Cincinnati Bengals.
Evan McPherson.
Ready to get this game started. Here's Evan McPherson. And off we go from Northwest Stadium. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. No, you're not seeing things incorrectly, folks. You do not need glasses. They are, in fact, lining up to punt on first down. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return.
Take over first and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for first and 10.
11, here we go.
Right to the air, Burrow. Caught by the open man. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. A gain of 15 there. And the Bengals have a first down.
You just love that kind of execution because it's able to make an impact, Kate, beyond simply getting the first down. That yardage, that really sets them up now to be aggressive with a new set of downs.
From the 40-yard line now, this is first and 10. Throwing is Burrow. That's complete to Gesicki outright. And they bring him down around the 34.
It's just kind of the type of play why you name a position like this tight end, because it's going to be tight throws into contested windows, and you got to get the job done with people all around you.
Coming off a 6-yard completion, here's 2nd and 4. First give of the game here to Chase Brown. And they haul him down after a gain of a couple, leaves him in need of 1 more yard here on 3rd down.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Now with the play clock low, Zach Taylor hurriedly calls a timeout. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Third and just 2 to go.
Here we go. 80. 11, 11, 11. 12, 12, 12. 11, 11. 12, 12, 12.
Burrow to the air now. They get to him and they drop him. And that's going to knock them out of field goal range. And dose of the hurry up here.
Burrow is sacked. A 10-yard loss on the play. And it's 4th down.
4th down, Burrow. And it's a turnover to begin their game. That's incomplete on fourth, and it's going to go over on down.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Offense going audible this time. They run it with Saquon Barkley. And they'll take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now. And already we're seeing the mind games they can play with personnel. You talk about this all the time, Brock. Look like a passing set. Left them some room on the ground.
10, 11, heck, even 20 personnel, doesn't matter. Offensively, you get to dictate the terms. Kind of like those pitchers and catchers that once in a while will pitch backwards. Keep your opponent off guard.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. They stop it after about a 5-yard gain, and he's good enough for a fresh set of downs.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's going to bring this down to their 35. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st. All set to go now from the 35.
And an Eagle first down.
First down, and they go right back to it. And that's good for a gain of 5. Kyle Duggar holding him down. Sure seems like running at a blitzing defense shouldn't work out too often, Brock, but right there it did nicely for him.
Yeah, football's kind of a funny game, Kate, because it could be super complex. Yeah. You get into a lot of language and a lot of detail, and then other times, like, just run away from the blitz. Just run away from it, and good things can happen.
He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Hurts. Finds his back. Here's Barkley. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. It's a great pickup. 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
We call 3rd downs money downs for a reason, Kate, because it takes everybody offensively to cash in. Excellent protection. Set the table for the QB to get the completion and the yards necessary.
First down, a run with Barkley. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards. Cincinnati uses its 2nd timeout. And after burning a couple early, they're down to 1 to work with now. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Hurts might have found an opportunity. He's changing the play. Barkley again here on 2nd. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards. Offensive line fast. Going with an alternate play here. 3rd and long for him here. Forced out to his right. And oh, he got it! Interception! Picked up by Dax Hill. And the Bengals get the football